Hi, today we're making lemon bars. This is easily in my 5 top favorite desserts, and I'm very excited to show you guys how to make it. Let's get the baking. Start by preheating your oven to 325. Line a 9x13 with parchment paper. I ran out of parchment paper and my wife has the car, so unfortunately I'm going to use some spray, but use parchment paper. If you have to use spray, just be generous with it. And then into a microwave safe dish, we're going to add about 2 sticks or 225 grams of butter. Now we're going to microwave this just until the butter's melted, making sure it's not hot. My butter's room temperature and I nuke it for 30 seconds and then just swirl around the rest until it's fully melted. And into that, we are going to stir 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Into a separate bowl, we're going to add 300 grams of all-purpose flour, 75 grams of sugar, and half a teaspoon of salt. Go ahead and give that a little whisk. And now we mix our wet into our dry. This right here is exactly the consistency you want. It kind of looks like wet sand. And now we just want to press it into our pie pan. Go ahead and pat it all the way down and out to the edges and try to do it as evenly as possible. Put it in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes or just until very lightly gold. Into a new bowl, we're going to add 300 grams of sugar. And we're going to add the zest of 3 lemons. If you have one smaller than this, use like 4 or 5. Now using your beautiful little fingers, we're going to press the zest into the sugar, releasing all those delicious lemony oils. This is one of those small steps where a little effort goes a long way in terms of flavor, I promise. And into this, we can break 6 room temperature eggs. Now we can go ahead and whisk all this together just until combined. To that, we're gonna add 30 grams of heavy cream. Whisk that just until it's incorporated. And then we're gonna add 240 grams of lemon juice, which will be about 5 to 7 lemons, just depending on how juicy yours are. We can combine that all together. Then we can sift in 60 grams of flour, a half a teaspoon of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of fine salt. Gently mix all of that together, making sure not to leave any clumps of flour. That is perfect. Once your crust is just very lightly golden brown, take that out of the oven. And we're going to immediately strain our mixture right onto our crust. And now we can continue to bake this for about 25 minutes or just until your edges are set and your center is still a little jiggly. This came out perfectly. You can see my edges are just set, and when I hit the center, it jiggles ever so slightly. It's probably hard to see on the camera, but you'll know when you bake it. Now we're gonna let this cool at room temperature for 1 hour and then in the fridge for at least 2, but preferably overnight for the best texture. And that's how you make perfect lemon bars every single time. Perfectly creamy.